congressman's phone?
There are other members of Congress, other elected officials. Last year, the President of the United States called me on my cell phone, and we discussed some issues. So the hackers who are listening in, they would know that phone conversation, and that's immensely troubling.
Noel told us the SS7 flaw is a significant risk, mostly to political leaders and business executives, whose private communications could be of high value to hackers. The ability to intercept cell phone calls through the SS7 network is an open secret among the world's intelligence agencies, including ours, and they don't necessarily want that hole plugged.
If you end up hearing from the intelligence agencies that this flaw is extremely valuable to them and to the information they're able to get from it, what would you say to that?
That the people who knew about this flaw and saying
weeks ago, Lieutenant General Michael Linnington, who fought in Afghanistan and Iraq, became CEO, and this week on CBS This Morning announced a series of changes and promised transparency.
What I'm doing today is pledging to everyone my best efforts, our best efforts.
The first of which takes place at the end of the month.
And Lindsay will campaign in Florida today, where she's expected to address her plans to keep the country safe. Donald Trump is stumping for votes in Virginia. Anne-Marie?
Henna Daniels here in New York. Thank you so much, Henna. Well, coming up on CBS This Morning, we'll discuss the election with Susan Page, the Washington bureau chief for USA Today. A longtime conservative activist, Phyllis Schlafly, who helped defeat the Equal Rights Amendment, has died at the age of 92. Schlafly died yesterday of cancer at her home in St. Louis. She also founded the ultra-conservative group Eagle Forum. Schlafly endorsed Donald Trump. In a statement released last night, Trump said, "She was a patriot, a champion for women, and a symbol of strength. Her legacy will live on in the movement she led and the millions she inspired." Well, this morning, the president of the Philippines says that he regrets making an obscene remark while referring to President Obama. President Obama is in Laos, the first sitting U.S. president to visit that country. He's there for a regional summit following the G20 summit in China. There, the president and Russian President Vladimir Putin failed to reach a deal to try and end the violence in Syria. Margaret Brennan is traveling with the president.
President Obama left his 90-minute meeting with Vladimir Putin empty-handed.
We haven't yet closed the gaps in a way where we think it would actually work.
Putin rolled back at the last minute from a ceasefire deal in Syria, turning down a U.S. offer to coordinate airstrikes against ISIS and Al-Qaeda terrorists. That Mr. Obama would even consider making such an extraordinary proposal shows how powerful Vladimir Putin has become.
Good evening, everybody.
On the eve of what would have been another tense meeting with Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, the White House abruptly called it off after the controversial leader publicly insulted President Obama.
You must be respectful.
Then, speaking in Tagalog, Duterte said he'd call the U.S. president a son of a bitch if questioned about the extrajudicial killing of more than 2,000 suspected drug runners since July. The president said he was aware of the insults.
I have seen some of those colorful statements in the past, and so clearly he's a colorful guy.
The White House says that President Obama will instead meet with South Korea's leader to discuss North Korea's latest ballistic missile test. Margaret Brennan, CBS News, Vientiane, Laos.
Overseas, the London City Airport has been shut down after Black Lives Matter protesters ran onto the runway. City Airport is popular with business professionals because it's close to the city center. Inbound flights have been diverted. 9 protesters on the runway came
me for 2 words. What the hell is that? Where did I develop that shit?
With sustained winds of 90 miles per hour.
Oh, look at that.
Wind is
I mean,
expected
one
to make
word is a big
landfall
word.
sometime
2 words is a
today.
big word.
Coastal areas, including key tourist
Maybe
locations like Costa
cause,
Lucas, are at
maybe-
risk. The journey for a group of Cuban migrants didn't turn out the way they had hoped.
Wow, shit. Hey, I am on top of shit.
On Sunday, 2 American fishermen came across 15 Cuban men trying to make it to the U.S. They were drifting about 15 miles offshore after their engine failed.
We just did everything we had on the boat with them. Our water, our Powerade, our food, our sandwiches, everything just gave to them.
The fishermen called the Coast Guard to come and get the men. The standard procedure for migrants stopped before reaching shore is to return them to Cuba. San Francisco 49ers tight end Bruce Miller is looking for a new job. The 49ers released Miller hours after he was arrested for allegedly assaulting 2 men in a hotel. Police say Miller tried to enter the wrong room and ended up attacking a 70-year-old man and his son. Miller was allegedly intoxicated at the time. Both men were taken to the hospital. Miller was charged with aggravated assault and elder abuse. Meanwhile, President Obama says he doesn't doubt the sincerity of Colin Kaepernick's national anthem protest. The president says the 49ers quarterback is sparking a much-needed discussion about America's racial divide.
He's exercising his constitutional right to make a statement. I think there's a long history of sports figures doing so.
Another NFL player and a women's soccer star have joined Kaepernick in not standing when the anthem is played before games. And even though he's San Francisco's backup quarterback, his jersey is now the 3rd best seller nationwide among quarterbacks. Well, coming up on the morning news, election probe. The U.S. investigates a possible Russian campaign to disrupt the presidential election. And a famous rock in Oregon is vandalized in a video. This is the CBS Morning News.
Layton Greek French yogurt is topped with crunchy deliciousness that makes it an absolutely irresistible
Russia is trying to disrupt the upcoming election. Investigators want to know how and why Russia is hacking systems used in the political process. Officials think Russia wants to sow public distrust in the election. The Standard of Britain reports intelligence